All right. Well, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton. I want to thank you all for joining us today. Middle of the day, Lions Talk Live. We've got a little bit of breaking news just came across the wire. Not only 3 minutes ago, the Detroit Lions have re-signed one of their own, somebody that we anticipated the Detroit Lions may try to bring him back, and it did end up coming to fruition. We speculated it, even had some haters come after us. But whatever it is, the Detroit Lions have re-signed, as you can see from the thumbnail. Cornerback Kendall Vildor. Yes, that is correct. The gentleman who had the bounce off the face mask, the would-be interception that wasn't in the NFC title game. And with that all being said, as I finish up some content stuff for the channel, as I get this video ready to fully go. Hey, we've been talking about what they were going to do. Were they going to draft somebody? Were they going to bring in another person to this cornerback group? And now we have the answer. Kendall Vildor, we all know him. We all love him. Well, most of us love him. He was a late season pickup by the Detroit Lions. I thought overall he played very well. Yes, he's forever going to be etched in NFL films. There's no way around it with that third quarter toss that he could have nearly had and should have nearly had. The pick that wasn't all. What I can say is, hey, is what it is. I think if he's going to be our number 4 or 5 cornerback, that's not bad because the dude has some wheels. He does have some range. I love his wingspan. I love his attitude and who he is as a person. All that being pushed into the mix. If that's your 5th string cornerback, I think we're doing pretty well. Maybe an argument could be made that he's the number 4. I don't have full details from it. I do want to give credit where credit is due. It's not like I got the first dibs on this. This came per Adam Scheffler, literally just moments ago. Let's see. Yeah, and I get you're all probably been busy following what was going on with Chef and as he was breaking the news about the Buffalo Bills and Texans. But yeah, I got it and got the thumbnail up as fast as I could. So literally about 5 minutes ago, this went down and was reported. Give props to ESPN. If you guys watch this channel at all, I know that, yeah, I'm not a fan of trying to say that I break a story. And even though I didn't, I got it from somebody else. I get some people do that. It's just not me. That's one thing I learned, decades and decades ago in journalism. If you're going to break a story, that's fine. But if you're going to take somebody else's story, don't report it as your own. That's not the type of person that I want to be. Anyways, moving on from that, I'll say this. I think it's a good pickup. What are your guys' thoughts? And before we get into the chat, let me just real quick do a couple house cleaning things. If you haven't yet subscribed to Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so, making that push to get to 6,300 subs. We're about 20 something away from it. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button. All right, let's see what you guys have to say about this pickup. 9 drinks. Woo! 100%. I'll go with that. Dennis, what do you got? Hey, brother. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? Mr. Nico, we'll take it. I will, man. Again, if you're asking him to be the number 1 or 2 corner on the team, that's probably not ideal. But I think as you start going down the depth chart, number 3, 4, etc., I think it is pretty ideal. With our current lineup, let's play this out real quick. You guys go with it as you want. I'm going to say either Emmanuel Mosley or Davis are going to be the 1 and 2. Then Robertson probably 3. Branch, slot/safety. He's going to be your 3 or 4 cornerback, which if one's 3, then the other one's 4. And now Vildor is probably your number 5 corner. That's pretty good depth. Could they still do more to upgrade it? Absolutely, 100%. Wayne, really? Yes, question mark. Yeah, just minutes ago. Let's see, Brent. Woo! 100%, man. Hey, Dan. Woo! Got a lot of woos going on here today. Moonscar, nice to give him another chance. Yeah, and hopefully he can get some redemption, maybe in the playoffs or something, because, I get that was not an ideal moment. Lions fans are all going to remember that forever. You heard Josh Reynolds talk earlier this week. Part of the reason why he decided to move on from Detroit was some of the backlash he took for the drops in the title game. I get it. There's a lot of blame to go around in that game. We talked about that in the morning show today. So seeing where it goes from here. All right, Dennis, like it, 100%. Jason, great news. Superdome or bust, 100%. And exclamation point at the end of that. Barbara, what do you got? What up, coach? What's up, coach? Not too much. We got another cornerback. This team keeps getting deeper and deeper and more skilled. Let me turn this down real quick. It's actually Bergs. So Bergs, if you're watching the show, hey man, how you doing? Thanks for the heads up, just to make sure I get that. Jason, what the Frank? Yes, Frank's red hot sauce. Yeah, I live by it and put that stuff on everything, including vanilla ice cream. All right, Kurt. he was in position, but just needed better technique. Yeah, I mean, and you're 100% right, Kurt. He was there to make that play. And I want to say there was another one he nearly made an interception on. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Right before, maybe somewhere in the first half with that, but don't hold me to that. I don't always remember exactly if it was him or Sutton. I know Sutton had a drop pick. I think he might have had two. Maybe it was Vildor that had the second. So, anyways, Batman, are we are the beast, and always keep us updated. Thanks, but no worries, man. I enjoy doing this stuff, as you guys know, hopefully by now. Wayne put some stink on him in his face mask. Stick him, yeah. His face mask, man. That would have been great if that stuff was still allowed. And if you guys don't know what stickum is, I encourage you to go Google that and research it, man. But yeah, they outlawed that jazz. Moonscar, put some stickum. Yep. All right, there we go. There we go. Everybody's on the stickum train. Well, good morning, Coach. Thanks for all you do for us. Exclamation point. Hit the like button. Tons of exclamation points. Yeah, if you guys are watching, if you would be so kind, please consider hitting the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. All right, Rich, I like the signing. Me too. And I don't know the terms of it. That hasn't been revealed yet, at least when I got on air. But here's what I can say. He knows the system. He knows the coaches. Townsend, the new D-line coach, was his cornerbacks coach before. So I wouldn't be surprised if he had a say in bringing him back. That's food for thoughts for you guys. So, all right, Easy, what do you got? Training camp body? Yeah, could be more, could be less. He's probably far enough on the depth chart where if he makes it, great. If somebody beats him out, then hey, the team's better for it, right? All right, Hatman, you are the best. Sorry, the beast. Sorry, all the above, man. Hey, I'll take it all, man. And thanks for that. Brent, nice to know someone that didn't perform up to snuff has thick enough skin to play in the NFL. More depth. Yeah, 100%. And he could ultimately make the team. He might not. But that's the best thing, in my opinion, for the team. Because when you have competition, when you have guys out there grinding for their starting spot, their snaps, whatever it is, I mean, that just makes people better. People are aware of their situation. They probably ultimately don't have to be told by a coaching staff or whatever. Most of athletes aren't oblivious if somebody's a threat to their minutes, their snaps, etc. Vildor, I'm guessing he's grinded just to get what he can, and that's probably a spot on the team. Easy, that kicker from the Michigan Panthers better sign with us. Yeah, let's hope so. Don't let him out of Ford Field. Pull a DJ move. Don't let him out, man. All right, Don. For what? So the ball can bounce off his chin strap. Hey, maybe he improves upon that and gets better. You never know. Okay, did anybody ask him what the hell were you thinking? I don't know. I'm sure somebody did, but he's probably really aware. And again, I don't think he has to be a starting cornerback for this team anymore. He's probably going to be further down the depth chart. And I just think for what he does well, it's going to be hard to find a whole lot of corners in the league that are a better DB5 or cornerback 5 or whatever on the team. So we'll see where it shakes. All right, JIK, I just like it as long as he's just for depth. Yeah, and that's why I'm thinking. I think his days of starting in Detroit are done, but his days for depth for the team, helping the defense, maybe even some special teams. All right, Walt, 100% exclamation points. Great. Robert G, what's the news? Kendall Vildor is a Detroit Lion once again has signed a contract. I do not know terms of that contract at this time. 9 drinks. He will learn from the mistakes. Let's hope so. Let's hope he you sound real see what do I want to say? You sound real Yoda there. He will learn from his mistakes. There you go. Maybe it was Obi-Wan Kenobi. You get the gist. All right, one funky. Special teams needs players too. Yes, that's right. They need love. We don't want starters like Houston out there again. I would agree with that 100%. If Houston's ever on special teams again, it's probably a sign he's not really viewed as much here in Detroit. Cody, although the Can Sutton situation is sad and weird, I think it might be a blessing. Frees up some money, and I don't think he was going to perform well this year. Could be. He does seem like I think we were talking about a couple days ago on the show. You get to maybe the last half of the season, maybe the last month or so, when you could tell the court battle was going on for his child with his the mother of the child. That probably was having some impact on him. So I concur with you there, Cody. Easy. Is Will Harris gone yet? I believe he is. JIK helmet doink. There you go. That's never. Like I said, man, he's part of NFL lore forever with that one. One funky, Josh Reynolds is soft. We don't want soft people in Detroit anyway. He can stay gone. Yeah, and there's, it's not like I don't feel for Josh Reynolds, but I also agree to an extent with what you're saying, one funky. I get fans can be tough and over the top, but you know what? They're going to be tough and over the top everywhere. When that happened, the drop on 4th down And when the Lions didn't win, I remember talking to Jen and some other people about it. Maybe it was even on the show. I said his time in Detroit's probably about done because he's unfortunately that's not going anywhere. Sort of like Kendall Vildor. It's just I think Josh Reynolds became the scapegoat for all of it because I think most people know he catches that pass. We burn another 3 or so minutes off the clock. We probably, if nothing else, get a field goal. And it just becomes a math problem for the 49ers. There's only so much time left. You can change what you're doing on defense a whole lot more. So, anyways, you get the gist. Not going to revisit the history. All right, 9 drinks. Will Harris is gone. Yes, it would appear so. Although I heard Kurt Steele is working on a story to rally support about bringing Will Harris back to Detroit Lions. This is a joke, by the way, not real. All right, let's see. Yada yada. What do you got? Something tell me the Lions will still draft a quarterback. Woo! 100%. It's the best part about this year's team. Everything's available to us. There is no particular spot on this team where we can't go and say, hey, we're just going to try to target this team because we need that player. Nah, we're able to go in any which way we can for a draft pick. Just the best person available. Easy, a thumbs up, 100%, and thank you for that. One funky, Cody, we might not get that money back like everyone thinks we will. The league has to make the ruling on it. Yeah, and it really is. Man, I'm not going to be legal analyst here, but I'm going to say that if this thing ultimately gets dropped against them and there were no formal enforced charges of a felony crime against him, boy, that's going to get the NFLPA involved as far as Cam Sutton. And I think there's a real good potential. If that goes down, yeah, the Lions don't get the money back. Yada yada. A lot of Lions fans are very wishy-washy. I agree. I mean, fan base is everywhere. It's not just the Lions. All right, Cody, hopefully for a cheap deal, and I'd say good. Yeah, I think it will be not very pricey. I think I remember him being on punts, probably a good special teamer. Yeah, I'll go with that. And you got to address the special teams, especially with the new rules. I think you're going to need more guys who can fly down the field. You're going to have to get past that initial block, which is only a couple yards from you, and then sprint. Otherwise, those returners, man, they're going to be in a motor. Yada yada. How much Lions pay him? Don't know that yet. Dennis, it's better than Will Harris. Fair enough. The Will Harris love continues. Yada yada. If he didn't make the 53-man roster, that hurt our cap space. How about any of them we signed will hurt our cap space? We'll see. I mean, he might not have any guaranteed money coming to him, so they may have worded it such where if he doesn't make the team, he doesn't get paid, and there's no cap money. Ron Pluggy, ruling, not rolling. Yeah, well, we're rolling on the ruling, right? All right. So now that's good news, Coach. I was getting nervous about losing Vildor, but he was solid. I would agree with that. It just shouldn't have been a starter, but solid. But it also shows how much the secondary has changed from a year ago. Vildor was a starter at times, even the number one corner. And yeah, how much we've changed, right, in a short amount of time. I like Vildor being on team. I like a little bit like a money badger, as Michael Mike calls him. There you go. Michael, what's up, Coach? What's up, Michael? How about you? How you doing? All right, Fred, what's up, Funky? Very good. JAK, still drafting corner? Yeah, I bet they will probably if the best is available. Yada yada. Did James Houston sign that contract yet? I'll have to check on that. With vacation and such, I wasn't paying as much attention to things. But he may have. I just don't know yet. If he doesn't sign, he ain't playing in the NFL next year. I'm gonna imagine somebody's better than no money. So that's my opinion. Don, today is the day we either match Brock Wright offer or lose him. Yeah, in my personal opinion, we'll see what shakes, but I'm guessing he's probably heading to the 49ers. Fred, let's see, this isn't a terrible news. No, in your opinion, Vildor was a decent 3 or 4 corner. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. Moonscar, Reynolds came from LA. He was used to the stadium full of fans just looking at themselves doing selfies. Let me tell you, if you've never been to sporting events, especially NFL sporting events or even NBA sporting events or hockey sporting events in greater Los Angeles, um, I guess what I would say is how fans view things here in the Midwest when it comes to sports is vastly different than 80% of the fan base out there. Not all of them, but a lot of them. All right, William, this is a great backup signing. Yeah, I agree. Just hopefully don't need him as a starter anymore. Fred Moonscar, the most important part of the NFL game is to let all of my 2 followers know I'm here at the game taking pictures in front row. Yes, I see. Not in the nosebleed. I agree with that, Fred. As Surfer, I think smart Lions front office is going to have Sutton and start begging him to come back. Uh, Paid, he is paid. Yeah, we'll see how that story develops over probably, I guess, the next few months. The situation is probably resolved within 2 to 3 months. Could he make a return? Possible, I guess. Don, I don't know about great, but can't hurt. I guess, yeah. I think he's just good depth. Good depth. All right, Jack, what do you got? You are adept at reading our spelling errors. It happens, man. When you make a spell, then you learn how to read. Isn't spelled correctly. Let me tell you, there's a reason I won 2 years in a row worst journalist in print because I cannot spell to save my life. I try to spell my own name at times. That's no joke. All right, Steve. Defensive end, cornerback, wide receiver, offensive line, first four picks, defensive end, or cornerback can be interchanged in your opinion. I heard a couple of guys talking about linebacker too. It could be. I just wonder, can a linebacker really come in unless you're going to draft him really, somebody really polished and break our starting lineup? That I don't know. Unless you're just going to, I guess we'll worry about that with the situation. All right, Paul Bear. Woo! There we go. Hey, what's good, Fred? Tom Burr, front office are going to start putting in contracts. If you get caught speed racing, domestic violence, etc., your contract will be void. Yeah, I could see that happening in the NFL and probably across a lot of sports leagues. I know some in the NBA have things for verbiage about surfing, skiing, ice skating, rollerblading, stuff like that. That if you're caught doing it, your contract is null and void. Maybe even a payback clause. All right, David, Vildor will put the Lions in the Super Bowl. Let's hope so, man. That would be a heck of a redemption for that young guy. All right, Polar Bear get some future offensive linemen in the draft. I believe they will. Don Pudding, all right. Steve, draft a kicker with our last pick. That might happen if they don't sign the Panthers kid. Surfer, I have read the Lions have interviewed college tackle Christian Boyd. Question mark. Any thoughts on him? Question mark. I was hoping they'd interview Sweat or Horoshio, though. I'm going to kill that name. I'm not privy if they've interviewed either one of the last two. As far as Boyd, he's not bad. I haven't done a ton of film study on him yet, so I guess I really shouldn't say much, but I think he's got some upside. I just wonder if you're investing so much time developing Broderick Martin, you want another guy like that that's going to need probably a little bit of upside development. All right, Polar Bear, I would guess Sutton is getting a 6-game suspension, and Sheila will be out on him. It could be, but I just think, man, the tough part with his situation is if this all washes out and nothing comes to fruition, the court case is thrown out or whatever, or man, if it's pleaded down to less than a misdemeanor, I don't even know if that's possible. But if it ends up being even less, I'm just not sure they would have any legal teeth to suspend him. If nothing, if everything is said and hearsay, he said, she said, no evidence to corroborate it. If the alleged victim is backing out of pressing charges, and the district attorney doesn't push it forward, that means they don't have enough to go on it. So at that point, you've victimized somebody in Sutton on hearsay, and yeah, that was. Oof, I don't want to think about the legal ramifications of that. All right, Silver Reynolds was out before the NFC Championship. They had already decided best days behind him. Same as Jamal Williams the year before. Yeah, Jamal had his opportunity to resign, but he didn't apparently like the contract offer. Bo Superdome or bust! Exclamation point. I like getting Vildor back, depth and rotation. Yeah, I agree with you there. Andre Stan, it does fall into the personal conduct code in most contracts. I agree with that, but I guess that's the tough part. I'm assuming you're talking about Cam Sutton. If nothing washes out with this, no charges ever come to light or whatever, was there a violation other than an alleged violation of personal contact? And can you void a contract on an allegation? If there is, man, you're setting up a real bad precedent for everybody in the NFL. I allege somebody of doing something, they're out of the league, and you can see people get real spiteful for that. So we'll see what shakes. All right, Jason, your mic is going in and out. Is that the case? Hopefully not. Sorry about that. Let me know if that is a problem. Surfer, they did interview Nealon, though, Coach. Yeah, I am aware of that one, and I don't know the results of that. I mean, it'd be hell or high water for me to get that kind of information. All right, Steve Nealon would be nice to add to our lines. Yeah, I mean, you guys have heard me talk about it ad nauseum with him. I just really like his athleticism and upside. But he is somebody, if you draft him, I believe you're going to have to spend a season or so developing him. I just don't think you're going to get much out of him his rookie year. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll supersede expectations. Surfer, dang it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to stop at those things. All right, Surfer. Let's see. Not sure anymore if they will get O line first two picks. Hope I'm wrong. Could be. John Ohum. Not impressed with Vildor. Yeah, some people won't be, man. It's okay. Polar Bear. Rook is easier to spell and say, yeah. Rook. I'll just go with Rook. It is then. Polar Bear. Thank you for that. Steve. Hope Holmes gets us that extra pick to fill in that big gap in our draft picks. Yes, the fourth rounder. Fair enough. Surfer, let's see. Right Polar cannot remember how to spell Rook's name. There you go. Fred, what do you got? I'm hoping to see Nealon be a Lion. He grew up in my neighborhood and played high school football at our rival school and all lived in the same era. Want to see a local kid do well, stay here. And he might, man. We'll see what unfolds in the NFL draft. All right, Atman, you are going in and out, Coach. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'll maybe something's wrong with the mic. What, I'll have to check it when I'm off air. Your mic is off. All right. Can you guys let me just see? Can you hear me right now? Hello, anybody? Sounds like feedback. You hear me? A little. All right. Well, now we'll go ahead and just wrap it up here. Maybe there's something wrong with it. Sorry about that, guys. If you haven't yet subscribed to Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so. Otherwise, hit that thumbs up button. And if there's some other breaking news, I'll get back to you a little bit later today, hopefully with a better connection on the mic. So take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you all in the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, everybody.